Okay, now here's a program that starts Monday, November what is that, 7th? Why am I screwed up? What is it today? No, 9th. I'm sorry. So November 9th. Yeah. Monday. So that starts, and they're giving people, and this is in Arkansas, 2.5 months rent. Okay, you could be making up to almost $50,000 and get 2.5 months rent. And they're calling it what is it called here? The Fresh Start Housing Program. And it's run through this. You got to learn this too, because it's run through the Community Action Agency. They're in every county, and you have to learn about these. And I'll show you how to find out if there is something similar to the Fresh Start Housing Program in your state or in your community action agency. But let's go through this a little bit more. Okay, this is a program, 2.5 months rent. It's a fresh program. Will provide rent payment assistance for Arkansans who have fallen behind in their rent due to health and economic impacts caused by the coronavirus. Okay. It will also help landlords who have lost revenue due to the inability of tenants to stay current on their rent. See, that's why the government is getting involved in a lot of this stuff, because you're hurting, but God, you're not paying somebody else. And that's what starts a recession. My father used to say, yeah, his grandfather started the recession. Yeah, he didn't pay the butcher, and then the butcher couldn't pay the shoemaker, and then the shoemaker couldn't pay. And we go downhill from here. Okay, when can renters apply? Early in November. And I just checked it. It's the 9th. That's tomorrow. How long will the program be open? Okay, as long as the funds are available for each county. So you got to remember that. See, there's a limit. That's why you got to find out about these stuffs quickly. And that's why to set up a Google alert, and I show you how to do that in the description here. Assistance is available on a first come basis. Well, see, how is the program being funded? Well, the CARES Act. This is like 17 months ago now. Back in March or whenever it was, which is coming through the state legislation and the governor and also the Arkansas Economic Development Commission through the Community Development Block Grant. See, the community development, that's federal money coming down, trickle down theory. Who is offering the program? The Community Action Agencies. Okay, that's it's a nonprofit, but what they do is make sure people know about government programs who need them. How much assistance can I receive? 2.5 months rent. Okay, what is that? It's the amount of monthly rent assistance shall not exceed the fair market rental value of your property. So, it's whatever that is. I guess, I don't know. You have to check with them to make sure, but whatever the fair market rent is for you, and you make less than 50 grand in your family and you're paying $5,000 a month, I guess that's 2.5 times 5. But check to make sure. Who receives the rent payment? Does it come to me or my landlord? Benefits may only be paid directly to the landlords. See? So that's it. So you don't even have to mess with it. That's who's eligible. Full-time Arkansas residents. Be a renter with income below 80% of the median income. That is, like I say, depending on how many people you have, but that's $45,000, $50,000. Either have an eligible rent expense that is incurred on or after March 18th that is past due, or a notice pending eviction, or have been evicted within the previous 30 days. So you've been evicted last month. You think it's all over? No, it's not. You get out and get some more money. Okay, complete the declaration. That's a form they give you to do that. How do I apply, etc.? Documentation required. What if I owe more than 2 months rent? If the amount of assistance is bigger, and if the amount of assistance provided by the Fresh Start program is less than the total amount owed, the tenant will have to agree to continue making efforts to pay. See, that's it. You have to just try and pay, to not get evicted. And that's what there's forms for all that. If the applicant has already received a notice of eviction, benefits under the Fresh program will provide an amount up to 1 month's rent as necessary to pay security deposit and a new dwelling. Wow. Okay. And so in other words, you've just been evicted. You don't owe any more rent, but you've been evicted, right? Okay. Now you can get the money for a security deposit and 1.5 months rent for a new place to live. Wow. Now that's pretty cool. Glad I read the small print because I wouldn't have known. The new landlord must agree to accept the payment from the program. Well, yeah. You want to get money from the government? Well, no, I don't think. Don't worry. I've been evicted within the last 30 days. Been currently homeless and staying with family or friends due to having no other options. See that, boy. So if you're out there and you're homeless and you're staying with friends or in your car, this program is free. You don't owe rent because you're homeless, okay? Oh, so that's interesting. That's very interesting. See, I learn something new every day. Today, I learned a Danley. After I ate 10, I found out X-Lax wasn't candy. That's an old dad joke from 100 years ago. What other rental assistance must have? There are other agencies throughout Arkansas that provide rental assistance. See? Wow. Okay, they have a list here. You go and what the hell does that list look like? All the agencies that, oh, there they are, county by county. The agencies, it's not so much just this program. That means they're directing you to other programs. That's why I tell you, okay, you have to call these people. And if they don't know, if they can't help you, you say, who else? Well, oh yeah, I have a list of all the other programs in your state. See, and here, just download this list and start calling them. See, one form of ID for the applicant. See, that's it. So that's what it's all about. Okay, now, again, here's what you want to know. If you're not a member, or obviously, if you don't live in Arkansas, go to communityactionpartnership.com. communityactionpartnership.com. When you get there, find your CAA, Community Action, I don't know, association, I guess. And you go there and you put in your state and zip code, and you'll find the local office. Then you check with them. And again, you know, when you check with them, okay, where else can I check with? Okay. Now, also in the description, if you're not a member, there's research on how to find these things yourself, okay? But you have all the information right here to find out. If you're in Arkansas, this is what you do. If you're not in Arkansas, you go to communityactionpartnership.com. Remember, .com. I said never use the .com. I'm wrong. Never say never. Okay, and this is how to find your local office, okay? So that's the story, folks. Glad we could get together.